Hey YouTube, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on Bitcoin Cash. As we know, and we've talked about, this is a great one to trade, guys. It moves very fast when it wants to move, very volatile. I mean, as you can even see from this drop here from 637 all the way down to 71, and then now, guys, we're at 362. This is a trader's dream here, this coin, so that's why we're going to be looking at it here. And I got some targets, different things I'm looking at, and I wanted to bring them to you today. So I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor, I'm not your financial coach. I'm your friend here showing you the upside, the downside, some of the targets that I'm looking at. I'm not a professional here, guys, and I don't want to be your trade call guy. So that's what I'm trying to tell you here. Just really learn from the things that I'm showing you, because I'm learning from them day after day. You know, just even talking about them with you, it's helping me learn. So, you know, when we talk about these candles and stuff, really study them, put the time in, and it can really help you, because you want to make decisions on your own, not from anybody else. That's the main thing you want to do. So we're going to dig into this, guys, and if you like what we do here, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I appreciate you. Alright, so what we're looking at here, guys, since our fall from around $637, we went all the way down to about $72, $73 in that range. That's a massive drop, and that's why we're in this coin. Very volatile. But what we're looking at here now, from this move here around that $72 to where we're at now, we've been in an intermediate term bullish uptrend. That's intermediate term is between 3 and 6 months, and that's right where we're at right now. So we need to turn this into a longer term uptrend. And in uptrends, what you want to do, guys, you want to be able to buy that dip when you're going up. When you're in a bear trend or lower highs and lower lows, you don't want to be buying the dip in that instance. But when you're going up, you want to look for those opportunities, and that's what we're going to look for here. We're actually coming up to one of my target areas right now, so we'll get into all that. But what I want to show you is look at the potential of this, guys, where we're at here. This first wave, 196%, and then we consolidated here. We shook out, and then we consolidated. So I went from this move right here, so we had this first little move there, and then we had our extreme move up. That was 153%. Think about that, guys. That's crazy. Then we had our little double top here. We came back down this move up to where we are at 92%. And then this next potential move, guys, if we are to get a bounce from where we're at, this green line here, this is what I've had for a while now as a support area. And if I see us consolidate upon that, or if I see a nice candle pattern formation out of that, that could be a buying opportunity for the next leg up. That could definitely take us up to around this $639, because there's not a lot of resistance here. You know, we fell so hard and so fast, it can be made up on the backside. And what we're looking for is to see if we can get a bounce off this 20 EMA at around $332. So that's an area I'm looking at. I'm looking at 324. Then I'd be looking at 292. And then ultimately this yellow trend line right here to see if we get a bounce off. It's just like right here, we had a bullish engulfing candle off this trend line right here, and then we had that nice move up. So at worst case scenario, guys, I'd be looking down in this area to see if we could get some type of a bounce to make a higher high. Because right now, look, here's your highs, guys. Here's a high, higher highs, higher high. That's what we're going to be looking for, is the next higher high somewhere up in here after we figure out where our next higher low's at. Here's a higher low, higher low, higher low, and that's what's making this trend line here. Those are those valleys. So now we're going to see if we do get a bounce off this area, guys. That's what I'm looking at right there. And with volume the last few days has been up, and then right now what you're seeing, volume's down a little bit. We have about 3 hours or so to the close, and we're going to have to see where we're at. And right now we are putting in a potential Doji Candle. Now I'll zoom in for you here. Alright, guys, so the body's a little bigger than I would want. I'm a little bit of a stickler on the candles, but we would call this a Doji Candle, or that indecision, so the fight between the bulls and the bears. We're going to have to see where we close today, because you can see the bulls tried to push up to around that 374. The bears pushed all the way down to around that 347, and right now we're sitting at that 363. So let's look at this area, because if you start to get a Doji, or that nice pattern or candle pattern formation I was talking about out of here, that could be a sign that we maybe could come up there and set that higher high. So we're going to be looking at that. Next thing we're going to dig into is the oscillators. Excuse me, guys. And I hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday night. Alright, so with the oscillators here, guys, what we had off our higher highs, this last move we had that bearish cross, and now we've just been moving to the downside. And what you want to do, you want to click through the time frames, and you can kind of see if it's getting better on the MACD. Then you can go to the 12. And you can start to see down here that we may get a bullish MACD cross right off this 20 EMA on the 12-hour. That could give us that higher high. And that's what you do. You work through those time frame, guys. I'm not going to do it with you right now, but that's what you do. You work your way all the way down to the 1 hour, and that's what I like to do. Then I'll work my way back so you can see it from all different angles, all different points of view. Next thing, let's check out the MACD. And guys, if you like me doing these Bitcoin Cash videos and you like trading it, like, subscribe, tell me down low, and we'll continue to do it, once or twice a week. So just let me know down low if you like this. I want to figure out what coins people really want me to cover and they value the most. So what we had here is a bearish cross on our MACD histogram, starting to tick to the bearish there, so we're going to have to look, and that's on the 12-hour, guys. We'll go back to the 1 day, and on the 1 day we have not had that cross yet, but the histogram is ticking to the negative there. Remember, these are lagging indicators, but that's something that could show us if we don't get support right here, a strong volume off here, we may come down to this trend line and test that. I'm very big on trend line, guys. They're very important. Want to pay very close attention to them. We're going to go to our relative strength index next. And with our RSI, you could even draw a little bit of a trend line up here. I'm a stickler, like I said, guys, with the trend lines. I'll draw them all over the place because they're very valuable. So that will be our ceiling right there. And our RSI, we are at 63 right now. So we're not in that overbought. We're more in that neutral territory right now. So we're going to have to see what happens. We could definitely come up here and at least touch this trend line, which would give us a lot more room to run. Or we could even break through that, guys. In cryptocurrency, it could go from 63 to 93 in 2 days. That's how crazy it is. And we can get very overextended. So, even on the RSI, I probably should change my lines right here. I'm thinking about changing them just permanently to 80-20 just due to the volatility, because they're set at 70 and 30 right now, guys. In the traditional markets, that's fine, but this is cryptocurrency. This is the wild, wild west. It's all over the place. You could, Bitcoin's been as low as 7 or 8, I think it was, on the daily RSI. Think about that, guys. And it's been as high as like 96 or 97. I'll have to go in there and look sometime. But I do believe it was well up into the 90s. So things can get very overextended. And that's what we're just waiting for right now. We're waiting and we're being patient. We're being calm. And we're looking for this next higher low. And we're going to try to find out where it's going to happen, guys. If it's going to be at this 20 EMA, if it's going to be at this green line, this 50 moving average, or all the way down to this trend line, because that's a spot you may want to go long for that next leg up, because that next leg up could be a beautiful move, guys. Just like I showed you up here. Say we moved from the Doji where we're at here all the way up to that would be an 82% gain right there. So, guys, continue to watch this chart. It moves very fast. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'm going to look for a buying opportunity, see a spot where I think will be a potential to go long, but I do want to see volume. I want to see confirmation, and you don't want to throw your money in willy-nilly just to do it, guys, because anything in this market can change. We could be in this beautiful intermediate term bullish uptrend, some crazy news, anything happens, and you can get busted, and you don't want to do that. So always set your stop losses. Don't over leverage yourself, anything crazy like that, but be patient and let the market come to you. Pick the spots that you want to get in at. That's my best advice I can give you, my friends. So if you like these videos, like, subscribe. Appreciate you being here with me, my friends. I just want to do a quick one for you. We'll check in maybe tomorrow or the next day and see what's cooking. God bless.